Hello, dear students. How are you? I hope all of you are in good health by the grace of Almighty. I am Shibasis Kumar, Assistant Teacher English, Cantonment Public School and College, Saidpur. I welcome you all in today's class. In my previous class, we have discussed with the verb, the classification of the verb, and in details of the verb. And today we are going to deal with a very important topic, and the topic is right form verbs. I have divided the full topic into two parts. So today we are going to have the first part. So students, let's welcome. Let's start the class. So changing factors. First of all, we all know that in right form verbs, the verbs are have been changed according to the tense and subject. So the main changing factors in case of verb, there are two changing factors. One is tense and another one is subject. So in case of tense, we have three kinds of tenses, as you all know: present tense, past tense, and future tense. And all these three kinds of tenses, there are four types of changes, four types of tenses, four types of categories are there: present indefinite, present perfect, present continuous, present perfect continuous, past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect, perfect continuous, and future indefinite, future continuous, and future perfect, and last of all, future perfect continuous. So let's have a look over the structures of the tense. So first of all, the present tense, present indefinite tense. What is the structure of the present indefinite tense? The structure of the present indefinite tense is subject plus verb plus object. For example, I play football, you eat rice. In these two sentences, we can see there is a subject I, play is the verb in red color, football is the object. So subject plus verb plus object: I play football, you eat rice. And keep that in mind that in present indefinite tense we have to use the verb in a present form. There is another structure in case of present indefinite tense, that is subject plus verb plus s or es plus object. So we have to add s or es after the verb if the subject is third person singular number. In that case, in present indefinite tense, if the subject of the sentence is third person singular number, we have to add s or es with the verb. And how we can find out the right s or es with the verb? There is a simple rule that if the vowel ends with a if the verb is ends with a vowel, we can use es, and if the verb ends with consonant, we can add s. For example, he plays football, she goes to school. Next come the point is present continuous tense. The structure of the present continuous tense is subject plus be verb plus main verb, and then we have to add ing after the main verb, and we have to put an object. And you all know what is be verb. We have already discussed this be verb in the previous class, in the class of verb. The be verb are those verbs. Those are am, is, are, was, were. These verbs are called be verbs. So, for example, he is singing a song. He is the subject. He is the be verb. Sing is the main verb here, and we have added ing with this main verb and then object. So he is singing a song. It's a present continuous tense. Present perfect tense. The structure of the present perfect tense is that after subject we have or has in the present tense, and we have the verb in past participle form, and then we have object. For example, he has done this. He has done this. Done is the past participle form of the verb do. Next come to the present perfect continuous tense. In present perfect continuous tense, we have has after the subject, and after the have has we have to put been. Been is the past participle form of the verb be, and then we have the main verb with ing form and then object. For example, Rohim has been waiting for 2 hours. Now come to the point of past indefinite tense. In past indefinite tense, the structure is quite same with the present indefinite tense, but with the verb in a past tense, like subject plus verb in a past form plus object. I played football, you ate rice. Past continuous tense, it's quite similar with the present continuous tense, only with the exception that we use here be verb in a past tense. So subject plus be in a past form, main verb plus ing plus object. For example, he was singing. You see here, was is the be verb in a past form. He was singing a song. She was dancing on the floor. Next, past perfect tense. In past perfect tense, we have to use had after the subject, and then we have to use the verb in a past participle form, and then we have to add an object. For example, he had done this. He had done this. Past perfect continuous tense. In past perfect continuous tense, we just do the same thing like the present indefinite tense, with an exception that in the present perfect continuous tense we used here have or has, and in the past perfect continuous tense we will use here had. So subject plus had plus been plus main verb plus ing plus object is the structure of the past perfect continuous tense. For example, Rohim had been waiting for 2 hours. Rohim had been waiting for 2 hours. Now come to the future tense. In future tense, we have a little bit modification here, like past tense and present tense. In future indefinite tense, we have subject plus shall or will plus verb in the base form, and you have seen here I have written here base equal to present form. So base form and present form are quite similar. In case of 98% verbs, the base form and the present form are quite similar, so we can use here verb in a base form or in a present form, and then we have to add object. For example, I will play football. You will eat rice. So whenever we use the future form, we have to use this shall or will, this modal auxiliary verb after the subject, shall or will. So the example of future indefinite is that I will play football, you will eat rice. Now come to the point future continuous. In future continuous, we have to use this structure, subject plus shall or will plus be plus main verb plus ing plus object. For example, he will be singing a song. He will be singing a song. She will be dancing on the floor. Future perfect tense. The structure of the future perfect tense is subject plus shall oblique will plus have plus verb in a past participle form plus object. For example, he will have done this. He will have done this. Future perfect continuous tense. In future perfect continuous tense, we have to use subject plus shall or will plus have plus been plus verb with an ing plus object. For example, Rohim will have been waiting for 2 hours. Rohim will have been waiting for 2 hours. So with this, we have completed our structures of the tense. Now we will look about the subject. As you already you can remind that in the starting of the class I have told you that the verb changes depending on the two things. First one is tense and the second one is subject. So let's look at the subject. In case of subject, we have two main points, that is number and another one is person. In number we can divided the number singular or plural, and in case of person we can divided the person in three categories: first person, second person and third person. I, we, us, our, these are first persons. You, your are second persons. He, she, they, his, her, these are third person. So subject is can be varied according to the number and person. And so we all have to keep that in mind. Now I would like to show you some subjects which are looking plural but actually singular, and vice versa, looks singular but actually plural. So you can see here in the first part: news, innings, politics, summons, linguistics, billiards, athletics, physics, ethics, economics, mathematics, mumps, rickets, etc. These subjects are S after these subjects. We have S after these subjects, but these are actually singular. It looks plural, but these subjects are actually singular. And to opposite of this, there are some subjects, those who looks like singular but actually plural. For example, criteria, phenomena, me memoranda, media, etc. These subjects looks singular, but actually they are plural. All right. So with this, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that it will be very helpful for you in case of your right form verbs. In the next part of the video, I would like to discuss about some of the important rules of the right form verbs. Till then, stay safe. Thank you very much.